we will be covering the exam pattern, study plan, interview prep. We will be today seeing that if you are not prepared, how you can go with the exam. If you are prepared and you want to crack digital prime, how you can do that. So we will be going in, we will be looking in all the stages where somebody is who is not prepared, just a beginner, who is an intermediate level, who is like fully prepared. Okay, so let's go ahead. So first, what is TCS NQT and why it is important? So if you are a fresher and you have heard at like so many places that you cannot, you are a fresher, you cannot get a job, and you don't know what to do, this is a golden opportunity for you. This is really a golden opportunity where you don't have to like have hands-on coding to have like multiple projects, good projects. This you can this exam you can crack within a preparation of 28 days. If you study for 5 to 8 hours daily, you can crack this. Okay, so you can start your career through this. Okay, so those who have not applied yet, I will ask them to apply. And for like this first exam is scheduled on 31st March, and the application for this will be closed in 19th March. So those who have not applied, please do apply. Okay, now let's talk about selection seats. How many seats are available in TCS and how many person they'll select? Like if you prepare, then what are the chances of you getting selected? Then TCS total hires 40k seats total, and 10k they hire through off-campus jobs, and on-campus jobs they go to college and they hire, but rest 30k jobs are hired through TCS NQT, and those 30k seats will be filled. Now 8 lakh total candidates appear in this exam. 1 lakh get selected and clear the first exam, and then out of those 30k will get the job offers. So there's a lot of chances that you can get the job offer. With at least you have to prepare a little bit. So in Ninja they are hiring, it will be around total 27,500 seats. For digital they will be hiring 2,500 people. For prime it will be at least 500. What are the hiring levels and salary? So I have already told you there are 3 hiring levels: Ninja, Digital and Prime. For Ninja, the package ranges from 3.5 to 4 LPA. For Digital, it ranges from 7 to 7.5 LPA, and for Prime, it is 9 to 11.5 LPA. And both graduates and postgraduates can apply. Those who are passed out of 2023, they can still apply, and it minimum 2 years of experience in IT. If you have less than 2 years of experience in IT, then you can apply for sure. And let me tell you, this is really a golden opportunity. If you have not yet filled the form, if you have not yet started preparing for it, so do it. This can be a gateway to IT. Now let's talk about exam sections and time distribution. So it will happen in 2 phases. First, the exam will going to happen, for which you will fill the form, and as we already talked about that 8 lakhs people are applying for it, and out of those 1 lakh around will clear the exam, and out of those 30k will get the job offers. So this will be in 2 sections: first exam and the second is interview round. So in exam section, there will be 2 sections. First is fundamental section and second is advanced section. And let me tell you guys. Okay, let's first go with the sections and then I will share this. This is very amazing for you to know. Okay, so first in fundamental sections, there are 3 sections: verbal ability, which we also say communication, reasoning ability, and numerical ability. So in verbal ability, you will be having 25 questions, and this will be 1 section. this fundamental section, and this will be another section. This is advanced section. Okay, so this will be shared. There are different type of formats. TCS do not reveal its format type, so that I will share later on. First, let's see how it is divided. So verbal ability, around 25 questions will be coming. Time you will be giving 75 minutes. This will be a shared timeline. Then reasoning ability, 20 questions will be there, and for numerical ability 20 questions will be there. The format can be that these three will be grouped together, and then you can switch in sections, or maybe one question at a time you need to solve. But what for, like if we see 75 minutes for total 65 questions, so you need to do a question in 1 or 1.5 minutes at max, right? So your whenever you are practicing, keep the timer handy and make sure that you are solving a question in 1 minute or 1.5, because this is like in sections. Like you need to first clear the section. There is cutoff for sections also. So for example, if you have good marks in reasoning and numerical, but verbal you have not cleared, then also you will not clear the exam. So basic cutoff you need to clear in every section, in fundamental sections, and then you can go ahead with the advanced one. So in advance, there will be coding question 2 or 3 depending on the level of questions. For example, if it is easy level, then 3 questions will be there, and if it is difficult level, then 2 questions will be there. So it totally depends on the question level. You will be given 90 minutes to solve that question. So for example, if there are 2 questions, you will be given 25 minutes each, or if there are 3, then 30 minutes each. Totally depend on the levels, question level. What language you can use? There are 5. They have added 5 languages that you can solve the questions in: C, C++, Java, Python, and Perl. So if you are not familiar with these coding languages and you haven't started preparing it, and you have an exam in 10 to 15 days, what I will suggest you is to focus on these level. You don't have to go in advanced level right now. Just prepare for these 3 fundamentals sections. If you will be able to clear this section, then also you will be eligible for the ninja, right? And then there is this exam, DCA exam. In Internally, this is the exam in TCS which you can give, and they assess your coding quality and everything. And if you pass in that, then also you can get upgraded in prime or digital. But now if you are not prepared, don't run here and there. Just focus on the fundamentals right now. If you have basic coding, then I will suggest you to do 1 or 2 questions daily in the coding section. Okay, now comes to advanced quant and reasoning section. It again depends on how many. 15 questions can be there, 20 questions can be there, 25 questions can be there. So if there are 25 questions, it will be easy, and you will get 1 minute to solve each question. Okay, complex and numerical logical reasoning will be coming in this. If you get 20 questions, the level will be little tougher, and you need to time, you need to fit your timing accordingly, right? And there are 50 questions. Again, the level will be tougher, but uh, I will tell you later on that how many questions you need to solve to get like clear the rounds. But for fundamentals, these 3 are must if you want to get hired. So first focus on this, and if you think you are good in this, your marks are going good and everything, then focus on this coding and advanced quant reasoning sections. Okay. So, and there is one note: make sure that you attempt all the questions. Don't waste much time on each question. Just move around if you are not able to solve it. There is no negative marking, so do not leave the question. Try to attempt it. If you do it wrong, then also it's fine. By luck, if you hit the correct option, then plus point. Right? Now let's talk about the exam pattern. So TCS has not revealed yet that what exam pattern will be there. There can be 3 types of exam pattern. Okay. First is overall timer. So for you will get the overall timer of how 190 minutes, and there will be 83 questions around. and then you can jump between sections. So what you can do is you can first do verbal 10 to 12 question, then you can jump to other aptitude section, then you can do 10 to 12 question here, so that first you clear, you pass the cutoff, right? You do the questions so that you pass the cutoff of each section, and then you can go back and once again do the rest questions so that you get more numbers, and thus you are eligible for prime and digital. If you get more marks, obviously it's good for your, there are chances that you can get selected for prime and digital. Second is sectional. So there will be two sections, as I already told you: foundation and advanced. Foundation is 75 minutes and advanced section is 115 minutes. Okay, and you cannot jump between section. First 75 minutes will be given to you for get writing the for clearing the foundation section. Numerical, sorry, verbal ability will be there, aptitude will be there, reasoning will be there, this is that. And then once you done all the sections, you can still jump around between section to clear the minimum cutoff. And then advanced section is there, where you can it will be a separate section, and then you can do the coding and the advanced logical and reasoning aptitude. Third section is little tougher, and there are very less chances that it will come, but still you have to prepare for it. That is per question timer. Once you start solving a question, one timer will be coming, 1 minute, 1 minute 50 seconds or something like that, and then you need to solve the question in that time frame. It is very less chances. For the last 3 years this pattern has not came, but still I will suggest you to practice this one also, so that in case if it comes, you don't get so flustered and still you are able to solve the questions. Any doubts in this? How many questions you need to solve in order to pass the cutoff of each section? If you do not pass the cutoff, for example, in verbal ability you have done 100% questions correct, but in reasoning ability you are not able to solve at least 4 to 5 questions, then you will not clear the cutoff. So focus on each section. Each section is equally important. You need to clear the minimum cutoff. Let's talk about verbal ability section. So verbal ability section, it will be English, and there will be around 25 questions. Again, I told you this will be a shared timer. You will get all these sections in one part until unless you don't get the specific timer for each question. So out of 25 questions, you need to solve 12 to 16 questions correctly. If you don't solve it, then there are very less chances that you can clear it. So try to solve at least 12 to 16 questions must be correct. This is the minimum cutoff for this. If we talk about reasoning ability, that is logical reasoning, 20 questions will be there. Share timer will be there, but you need to solve 15 to 20 questions correctly in this. Okay, and then numerical ability, aptitude, 20 questions, and then you need to solve 12 to 16 questions in it to clear the bare minimum cutoff. This much you need to have to this much you need to clear to get your ninja package. At least if you do this much, or like if you get almost all the questions correct, then at least you can go and you can get cleared for ninja. And then in the interview, after once you get the job offer, after the interview and all, then you can just go with the DCA exam, and then you can upgrade. There's always this upskilling thing, right? Now let's talk about the coding, the advanced section. Okay, so I will suggest those who have not prepared for coding, those who are at zero level, right? They don't have any confidence in coding. I would suggest you to not go with coding right now. If you have time, 1 month or so, then you can practice. If you have 10 to 15 days, don't go with the coding. What you can do is focus on these, and if you can give time, little bit of coding, right? Focus on these so that at least bare minimum you can clear these sections and you can get eligible for the ninja program. Now let's come to advanced section, that what is the time distribution, how many questions can come. As I've already told, that there will be 2 or 3 questions in coding round depending on the difficulty level, 2 or 3. So for ninja, how many questions you have to solve? 0. You don't have to solve coding question to get eligible for Ninja. That I've already told you, that you need to focus on these part. If you're not good with coding, don't do it. Focus on these part, make it your best, and then get cleared. Okay. Have that 3.5 package, because if you focus on coding and you don't focus on Ninja, then you are not going to get anything. Now coming to digital, if you have to be eligible for digital, then how many questions you need to solve? One question, right? If there are two questions, then one questions. If there are three questions, then two questions you need to solve. For prime, members, for to get cleared for prime, you need to solve two questions or three questions, like all the three questions, depending on how many questions are coming. For advanced and quant reasoning, there can be 15, 20, 25 questions, depending on uh, easy to intermediate to high level range. And this will be given 25 minutes of time. For Ninja, again, you don't have to solve anything. You don't have to answer it correctly. That I will say, focus on this part: verbal ability, reasoning, and numerical. Don't focus on this part. 15, 20, 25 questions. Don't focus on coding, advanced reasoning, right? If you need to get cleared for prime, then you need to solve at least 9 to 18 questions. And then I will tell you, like, if there are 15 questions, then for digital you need to at least have 9 to 12 questions. Write it down, I have not mentioned it in PPT. Okay, so if there are 15 questions, 9 to 12 questions you need to solve in order to get cleared for digital. If there are 20 questions, then 12 to 15 questions you need to solve. And if there are 25 questions, you need to solve 15 to 18 questions. Now coming to prime, if there are 15 questions, you need to solve 13 to 15 questions at least to get eligible for prime. If there are 20 questions, you need to solve 15 to 18 questions to get eligible. uh, and if there are 25 questions, then you need to solve 19 to 22 questions. Okay, I hope this is clear for everyone. There will be total of 83 questions. This can go up and down because of these questions, but the time will be same. You will be given 190 minutes to solve this. Again, repeating this: if you're not good with coding, if you're not good with quantum reasoning, and you just have to crack it, focus on Ninja. Don't be stupid. Don't go here and there. Don't practice. Don't focus on multiple things. Okay, you know how good you are, so do that accordingly, practice that accordingly. Okay, now let's move on to next section. Okay, so this is prepare with us. We have this package for you guys. Okay, that we will help you with your resume template once you clear the exam. This is eligible. Okay, so once you clear the exam, we will help you, the experts will help you with your resume template, so that your resume template gets selected, resume gets selected, and the interview. You will get two mock interviews, 50-minute session each, to practice and to be the best, to be best and to be confident. We will be having technical and managerial both interviews in this. And then there will be one-on-one call for discussing what issues you are having, for discussing what where you are lacking confidence, if we can help you with something, practice, right? After one mock interview, we will be having one-on-one call. We will be preparing, giving you tips how you can do it. And then again another mock interview where you can get prepared, and then you can give your exam if you clear it. Because as much as exam is important, interview is also that important, because 1 lakh people will be clearing the exam, only 30,000 people will be getting selected approx. And you will be getting two resume reviews in this, like 40 minutes per session. Once you are done with resume review, right, we will be reviewing your resume, then you will make the changes, and then again we will be having one call to see that is it perfect, and is there anything lagging in it, we need to have something in it. And if you're not satisfied with our service, this is 100% money back guaranteed. If you at the time feel okay, this is not up to the mark, this is what we are not expecting, then you can get your 100% money back.